All right, listeners, are you ready for another deep dive?
Let's do it.
Awesome. Today we're diving into the Supercoppa Italiana, a true clash of the titans.
Absolutely.
We've got Juventus, the undefeated old lady, but they've been prone to draws lately.
Yeah.
They're taking on AC Milan, who are now under new management. So much intrigue in this match.
That'd be a good one for sure.
So many questions swirling around this match.
Yeah.
Can Juventus extend their undefeated streak to, take home their 10th Supercoppa title?
Right.
Or will AC Milan, rise to the occasion with their new manager calling the shots? And to add even more spice to this rivalry, there's a potential father-son face-off on the cards.
No, yeah, can't forget that.
We can't forget that.
Yeah.
And if you look back at recent encounters between these two, these matches have been known to be, low-scoring affairs.
Yeah, they have.
It sets the stage for a really tense tactical battle, potentially. So let's break it all down, shall we?
Yeah, let's dive in.
So let's start with Juventus. 14 matches undefeated. That's an impressive run, no matter how you slice it.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to give them credit for that.
But as we mentioned, they've had a lot of draws. A surprising number, actually 9 out of those 14.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a psychological barrier holding them back,
Right.
Like they can dominate a match, but turning that dominance into a win, that seems to be the challenge.
Yeah, 9 draws out of 14. That's a bit of a head-scratcher for a team of Juventus's caliber.
Yeah.
You expect them to be, blowing teams out of the water.
Exactly. You'd think so.
And not, just settling for these ties. So what do you think is at the root of this? Is it a tactical issue? Do they lack, a clinical finisher? Or is there something else entirely at play here?
Well, that is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's tough to pinpoint one single factor. I mean, their recent 2-2 draw against Fiorentina, that was a tough one,
Yeah.
They let the lead slip twice in that match, which raises questions about their defensive stability. But it could also be a question of mentality. Maybe there's a lack of that killer instinct in the final third. And it's worth noting that their last Supercoppa victory against AC Milan back in 2019, that was a tight 1-0 win. So it seems like these tight matches are a recurring theme in this rivalry.
Yeah. History does tend to repeat itself in football, doesn't it? Now let's switch gears and talk about AC Milan, who are entering a new era with Sérgio Conceição as their manager. What a way to make your debut right.
Yeah, talk about a trial by fire.
Trial by fire going up against Juventus. And to make things even more interesting, there's the possibility of facing his own son, Francisco, on the pitch.
You can't make this stuff up. It's like something out of a movie. The emotions Sergio must be going through right now must be a roller coaster. And from a tactical perspective, it's fascinating. Do you play it safe, knowing your son's on the other side? Or do you go all out for the win, even if it means potentially, outshining your own son? It's a psychological battle as much as a tactical one.
Absolutely. But let's not forget, AC Milan has had their own struggles recently, particularly when it comes to finding the back of the net. They've only scored more than 2 goals once in their last 5 matches. That's something Conceição will need to address if they want to be a real threat to Juventus.
Yeah, that's the big challenge for him right now. They've got the talent, but they've been lacking that cutting edge in front of goal. Conceição is known for his attacking style of play, so we might see a more aggressive AC Milan this time around. And a player like Tijjani Reijnders, who's on a scoring streak right now, he could be a key player for Conceição in this match. But unlocking that Juventus defense, that's always a tall order.
Speaking of players to watch, Francisco Conceição himself is a player who could really shake things up in this match. All 3 of his goals for Juventus have come after the 80th minute, often proving decisive. What is it about his game that makes him such a late game threat?
It really is something special. He has a knack for taking advantage of tired defenses. Maybe he's got fresher legs coming off the bench, or maybe he's just more alert when others are losing focus. Whatever it is, he's a game changer. I mean, can you imagine the scenes if he ends up scoring the winning goal against his own father's team?
Oh man, that would be unbelievable. The ultimate storybook ending, or heartbreak depending on which side you're rooting for. But let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture here. This matchup has a history of being a low-scoring affair. 5 out of the last 6 matches between Juventus and AC Milan have seen under 1.5 goals, with 3 ending in 0-0 draws. So do we think this trend will continue in the Supercoppa?
That's a great question. It could easily turn into a tactical chess match with both managers prioritizing a strong defense. But it's also a one-off game. There's a trophy at stake. There might be pressure to break the mold and, go for a more attacking approach. It really is a tough one to call, but that's what makes it so exciting.
Exactly. So we've got Juventus looking to extend their impressive unbeaten run.
Right.
But they've got to overcome this tendency for draws.
For sure.
And then you've got AC Milan hoping to start fresh under Conceição.
It's a new era for them.
But they need to figure out how to score goals consistently.
Yep, that's the key.
And then you add in the father-son drama and the history of low-scoring matches between these two. It's a recipe for a Supercoppa thriller.
Oh, absolutely. It's a clash of styles, clash of narratives, and a clash of personalities.
Mm-hmm.
Will Juventus's experience be the deciding factor, or will this be a breakout moment for AC Milan in this new era? We'll have to wait and see.
Well said. For those listening at home, here's something to think about as we gear up for this match. Will this be a cagey tactical battle? Or are we going to be treated to a goal fest?
Who knows?
Will it come down to individual brilliance or a masterstroke from one of the managers?
It's all on the table.
So grab your snacks, settle in, and get ready for what promises to be a truly memorable Supercoppa showdown.
I can't wait.
Me neither.
It's going to be epic.
All right, until next time.
See ya.
Bye.